Long ago in Israel, there lived a woman named Hannah. She was kind, faithful, and deeply loved by her husband, Elkanah. But there was one thing that caused Hannah great sorrow. She had no children. In those days, having children was seen as a special blessing, and Hannah's heart ached every day as she watched others with families of their own. Each year, Elkanah and his family traveled to the house of the Lord in Shiloh to worship and offer sacrifices. And every year, Hannah would go with them, carrying her sadness silently. One year, the pain became too much to bear. With tears streaming down her face, Hannah entered the temple and poured out her heart to God. "O Lord of heaven's armies," she prayed, "if you will look upon my sorrow and give me a son, I will give him back to you all the days of his life." She prayed so earnestly, her lips moved, but no sound came out. The priest, Eli, saw her and at first thought she was drunk. But Hannah explained, "I am not drunk, sir. I am deeply troubled, and I have been pouring out my soul before the Lord." Touched by her sincerity, Eli said, "Go in peace. May the God of Israel grant your request." Hannah left the temple that day with a new peace in her heart, and in time, God remembered her prayer. She became pregnant and gave birth to a baby boy. She named him Samuel, which means God has heard, because she said, "I asked the Lord for him." True to her word, once Samuel was old enough, Hannah brought him to the temple and presented him to Eli. With joy and gratitude, she said, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord granted me what I asked. Now I give him to the Lord. For his whole life, he will belong to God." And so Samuel grew up in the house of the Lord, and God was with him. He would go on to become one of the greatest prophets in Israel, all because of a mother's faith and a powerful answered prayer. Hannah's story teaches us something timeless: that faith, even in the midst of pain; that honest prayer, even without words; that trusting God's plan, even when we don't understand. These can lead to the most beautiful blessings. She asked, she believed, and she gave back. And God answered. Moral of the story: trust in God. Pray with faith. Keep your promises. If this story moved you, inspired you, or reminded you of the power of faith, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and join us every week for more powerful and uplifting Bible stories. See you next time.